More wine, please.
Yes, milady.
Now.
Okay, welcome to Something Feral, the podcast where three friends watch, eat, and talk trash. We're your hosts. I'm Kate.
I'm Brianna.
And I'm full blaze.
Yeah.
We ate pizza.
We did.
Oh my god.
We did some bad things.
You know what? I'm not even wearing any lip color either. You guys look so lovely, and I'm just...
Yeah, but you came from
Fighting
work,
for
so you
my
have
life
like
over here.
profesh vibes.
But you have nice lips, so you don't need it.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
I wasn't saying you do need it. I was
Brianna's
just saying.
Brianna's like, I was never going to say that.
No, I mean, you have nice lips, not us.
Mine are skin colored. I need paint.
Yeah, same.
I didn't have enough water today, so they feel like...
Oh, droopy.
You know what I mean? Just like shriveled.
Ew.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean, though. You know that feeling when you're like, "Wow, it feels like I have no lips."
Like you could
like I
bite
didn't have
a piece
water.
of skin off.
Not even that so much. It's just like, where did they go? Like normally they stick out. Now they're just like part of my face.
That is the silliest insecurity I've ever heard.
It's not an insecurity. I'm good with my lips. I mean, I wish I put lip stuff on, but it's one of those like, if I'm not hydrated, I feel like they just disappear into my face.
See, we're just chronically dehydrated, so our lips are just always like
That's probably it.
Skin flesh colored.
flesh-colored dehydrated lips.
Why did I picture SpongeBob like in Sandy's house for the first time?
No, literally, his lips disappear. That's how I feel when I don't have enough water. I'm just like, hey, let me put some lip gloss on. Like, there's nowhere for it to go. It's under my nose, on my chin.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we had Jets for dinner. We had pre-Feral Trash Night dinner.
Which we don't normally do, but it had to happen today.
We started a little late. Mm-hmm. We were all like needing some food. So you will have to excuse us if this is a short and
Fussy.
I don't know. I just feel sluggish.
I feel like I ate 1,000 pounds of cheese because I probably did.
Yeah. Want to take a nap. We did get the Jets.
You can take a really long nap in like 2 hours.
Where's the wrench? The wrench?
The wrench?
The ranch.
She's in the corner. There's too many cords to go get her.
Yeah.
I had a friend in college who was like, I was talking about how good Jets Ranch was, and he worked at Jets, and he's like, do you want to know how it's made? I was like, absolutely not.
No.
Are you kidding me?
Did he
know.
mean that in like a cool way or like a, do you want to know how it's made because it's awful?
No, he was just like, he'd had to make it before. Like,
Oh.
they make it in-house, and he knew what went in it.
What is it?
Mostly mayonnaise.
Mostly mayonnaise. It's like mayonnaise,
Some milk.
and like seasoning.
Yeah.
That's ranch.
It's like 90% mayonnaise. I've had to make it at Leo's when I used to work there.
Yeah, it's just like mayo, water, seasoning, and milk.
You don't need to know, really.
No, I don't want to know. I'm going to erase my memory tonight with some parenting pills so I don't have to remember that.
It ruins the vibe.
Spirit. I need some parenting pills too.
That's right.
I yearn to be high. Just kidding.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, maybe. It's legal in Michigan. I don't know, man.
We're going to talk about what the hell we're doing in this show today.
Yeah, this is going to be a rough one.
What are we doing?
Let's do it hard and fast.
Oh, hard and fast.
You said you had a feral behavior.
No.
Oh, I do.
Blaze
Oh,
has
you do.
a
I'm
feral
sorry.
behavior.
Yes.
Before you start, though, I would just like to preface that I texted the group today and I asked if anybody had an FB, feral behavior, and both of them thought I was talking about Facebook.
Well, you've never asked before.
Well, because I just want to make sure if I had to have something as backup.
You never
Oh.
Okay, yeah, jump into feral behavior. Blaze, take us away.
My brain feels like gush. Like I feel cloudy.
It's all that gluten, baby.
My God. Okay, I'll try my best
You
to
can
tell
do
this
it.
story.
It's probably all the like grease,
And the zillion pounds of ranch I
the
poured on.
cheese, and the mayo.
Yeah.
It's like gluten's the enemy.
I love gluten.
No, I'm just giving
Gluten
you shit.
is not my enemy.
No, gluten's your friend.
Gluten's my friend.
So I'm gonna tell a feral behavior today. A close family member of mine wanted me to tell this story, and I'll give some context. So she sent me a video. We're gonna call her Billy for this story.
Ooh.
That was a name that she called herself as a child, and I've always loved that about her, and it's my favorite thing. So Billy just had new neighbors move in next door. And this is like a neighborhood that's very like, they're very close because the neighborhood is on a lake. And so like everyone's kind of the same age in their older years. They all hang out. They're all very close. It's super fun. So they liked their old neighbors, obviously. And these piece of shit fucks moved in next door. And the video I'm going to share is of the husband screaming at Billy in her doorway of her home.
That's nuts.
And for that context, why he came over is because, so like I said, their house backs up to a lake and they moved in. The wife really wanted a fence for her dog with anxiety.
Don't get me started.
Yeah, so this neighborhood, and maybe it's other lakes too, but you can't just like put a fence on like lakefront property because it's ugly and stupid.
Yeah, there's so many neighborhoods that have fence rules too.
So many rules, but you can either have one that was grandfathered in with a pool, which their next door neighbor to them has a large pool and a fence, but it's a legitimate pool.
Right.
So she was like, okay, like I'll put in like this little like mini pool. It's like a bathtub.
It's so funny.
That's not, they didn't even bother to like dig a hole and put it in. It's just like sitting on top of the lawn.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. That's right.
So dumb.
Oh, I forgot all about that.
Yeah, so Billy works in real estate and is privy to, you know, all these rules. So they fucked with the wrong Billy, these people, because Billy was like, that ain't gonna fly. I know the, what are they called?
Ordinances?
The neighborhood, they're not private.
Like
Association?
No, they're like inspectors, but it's not building inspector. It's,
Is it the city?
yeah, it's a city inspector. Did it maybe just like city inspection?
Yeah,
I don't
city
know.
inspector.
Sure. They have a name and I'm,
not important. We all know
it
what
has
you're talking
escaped
about.
me. The city inspector man.
Yeah.
She has on speed dial. She is a friend. She knows this man. So that pool didn't work because, you know, there's rules. It's not a real pool. It has to be a certain size. It has to be like,
Can't be like an inflatable tub.
exactly. It's just, it wouldn't work. So she's like, fine. So what do? They decide to put arborvitae bushes on either end of the property. Now, this property is like pretty skinny compared to a lot of these properties, and it's long. So they put these tall, beautiful, but stupid ass bushes for the way they did it, like all just completely down their property, and it now looks like a bowling lane. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. It's blocked like a lot of their view. It's just been a big problem.
I want to point out, and I don't know if this would fly, but like I know in my city, because I did it, you can buy, and like I have
Your decorative fence.
it's a decorative fence.
She put that behind the bushes, and I don't know if she was supposed to or not.
Well, that because it's a non-permanent fixture,
Right.
so it was like the city couldn't do anything about it.
I was like, why didn't you just do that?
Right, and that's what I'm just saying is like that's not that expensive,
No.
and would keep your dog in.
And yours looks nice. Like, it doesn't look crazy.
No, it's like it's a wood fence. It's just
Yeah.
panels, and you basically like it's a no dig, so you just like hammer them in, and then you have a fucking fence.
That's what they put like in front of these bushes to like hide it, maybe? I don't know. But it's just stupid looking. I can't explain how stupid this looks.
Okay, here's a crazy idea. They could have also just trained their dog.
Invisible fence,
A concept. I know it's so hard for a lot of you listeners, not our listeners.
or a lead.
Just train your animal, train your dog. Train
These
your
people
dog.
would never do that.
No, of
These
course.
people,
What kind of dog is it? It's a doodle mix, isn't it?
I have no idea.
Oh,
It's always
it's
a doodle
always a
mix.
doodle mix with those creepy elbows.
These people have a lot of money. These people, like, this is their summer home. These people are known assholes. Well, the man is just in the community, just a menace. Everybody hates him. Picture like this burly, like pocketed skin old man, just like, you know, crotchety, but big and scary and just like the worst, you know, like everything you'd picture like a horrible man to be. That's this man.
I'm picturing Colin Farrell as the penguin,
Yeah, me too. Literally, like
that
basically
would be
the same.
pretty correct. Allegedly.
allegedly.
Maybe we don't know.
Maybe.
Vibes only.
So the problem with these bushes is that to put them in, they had to cut through like a million roots of these big, gorgeous trees on Billy's property. And, you know, Billy's standing out there. She's like, you can't cut all these roots of these trees that are going to fall over. Like, what
Right.
are you doing? And, you know, the landscapers are insistent that it's fine. It's fine. We do this all the time. It's fine. And she's like, it's literally not fine.
That's not how roots work.
no.
Right.
Like, what's holding it to the ground then? You've cut them all.
Seriously, one windstorm, you're SOL.
That's why what happened next happened. So,
Oh, no.
of course, a bad storm hits. What happens? A tree falls over. A giant, really old tree. Just,
Yeah.
it's been sitting in their lawn for weeks. It's really stressful. And so Billy and her husband go out there and they're like talking to the landscapers, you know, trying to figure out.
Which side did it fall on?
It fell just like in the middle of their property.
Billy's or the neighbors?
Billy's. Yeah, it's laying in Billy's yard.
Yeah, because they would have cut the roots on the other side, so it
Yeah,
would have.
yeah,
Yeah.
You've been to that property. The entire length of the property is how big this tree was.
my
It is
God.
spanning from end to end of their property.
That's such a shame.
Big, gorgeous tree, shaded their whole deck, gone. And yeah. Yeah. And now there's a huge hole in the ground too from where this thing fell over.
Yeah.
This is an old tree. So anyway, she's trying to talk to landscapers and figure out what to do because like now there's a giant hole in a tree that's just fallen over, tipped. So he sees like her and her husband talking to the landscapers, and he got really pissed about that.
Who's landscapers? Billy's landscapers or the other landscapers?
The neighbor's landscapers.
Okay.
He was like, you don't have any right to talk to my landscapers, blah, blah, blah. So that's where this
don't own
video that
these
I have.
Also, they're people. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so I will share the video. So Billy filmed this, like, she saw him coming, and she's had many altercations with this man before. And Billy's not to be fucked with, okay?
No.
Like, he's never met a woman like Billy. And that's what makes him so angry, because she's aware of all the rules and like the property line, this, that. I mean, to put these bushes, they wanted to bring like a Hellcat back there that was going to destroy a new tree they put in. And she was like, no, not happening. He's like, I'll get you a new tree. And she's like, no, you fucking won't, because you're not destroying my tree.
Right.
That's not the point.
That's
Like,
not the point.
But that's the kind of guy
So
he is.
arrogant.
It's like,
You can buy anything.
yes, I'll just get you a new one. It's fine. It's like, no, we picked out this beautiful tree 2 years ago. Like, fuck you.
Yeah.
So he's never met a woman like her. So I will share the video now. And I was so proud of her, by the way, because she is generally not like a confrontational gal.
No.
And
She can get along with anyone.
everyone loves her. She stood her ground.
Yes. Shame. We're bringing back shame.
Yeah.
Wait, I love this. Shame tour. All shame in our game.
If we can't shame terrible men on this pod, what are we doing? What are we here for?
We've lost our purpose.
We've lost our way.
Honestly, especially with like so many Gen Z men becoming like little neo-Nazis, like it's up to us millennials to shame them.
That's right.
The smoke-free generation.
The smoke-free generation, yeah. Yikes. Cheers to you, Billy.
Yeah, cheers, Billy. Here we go.
I tried to tell them, show them where the property line was last
We got a
time.
survey. We know right where the property line is.
Right.
Okay, we spent $2,000 because of you.
Because of me.
And guess what? My property got bigger. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're a shady guy that was here for 4 days and
Okay.
moved the stakes at
So why
night.
don't
I
you-
have video
Why
of
don't
that
you
too.
spend two? Well, good. You know, what do
You know-
you have a life? What do you sit out here and video everybody? Do you have a life? What do
I
you
have
do?
one.
You want you to do something productive, okay? You want to fight with me? I'm built for a fight. You talk to my workers again, I will sue you.
Cause talking to people's illegal.
You're not allowed to come on my property.
I wasn't on your property.
You're not allowed to talk to my
I
workers.
can talk to
Why don't you
whoever
talk to
I
me, man?
want. I can
You
talk.
got the balls to talk to me?
I think I'm talking to you right now.
You got the balls? Your
I
husband have the balls?
am talking
Is he
to
hiding in the
you
shower
right
now?
now.
You're not allowed to talk to my workers. I'm telling you for the last time.
I can talk to whomever I want.
Really?
You do not own them. Are they your slaves? Do you hide them in your basement? Because I don't believe you own human beings that are adults.
Do you have a life? Is that all you do is watch what we're doing? You're videoing and everything? You know, I'm a busy guy. I don't have time to video you.
Good for you.
So you're sitting around videoing this, videoing that.
I'm videoing people
Your lawn looks
damaging
like
my
shit.
property. I'm
Your lawn-
videoing people damaging my
Your
property.
lawn, we didn't damage your property. Whatever's on my property, we're allowed to touch. Your lawn looks like shit, okay? So why don't you spend some money and fix your lawn? Why don't you try that? The tree might have improved your lawn. It looks terrible. Look at this thing. This looks terrible. And you're worried I'm damaging your property?
That was an 50-year-old tree. I think it's had some wind before. It's kind of a
You know what?
coincidence.
Your husband's allegedly a lawyer. Bring it, man. I'm good. Because there'll be a countersuit, okay?
Good.
And you know, you want to be a dick, you are a dick. I try to be respectful with you and have an understanding not talking to my people. And you're not willing to honor that. So I'm going to tell the police now. I'll police report on you since you filed 10 on me.
A police report?
The neighbor called the police because
What a dirtbag.
Wait, who called the police?
the neighbor across the street saw this happening, and because everybody in the neighborhood knows about this situation.
Of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously someone like that doesn't just bother one person.
No.
Right? Like he's obviously an asshole.
Yeah, she is like directly across the street. She's like an older lady. She's like, I wasn't gonna get involved, but I saw him come over, and you looked really scared. And she's like, I was, but you know, she was ready.
Yeah.
She was ready, but still, like, it's very stressful. She's having a lot of like
Also, the
anxiety.
man's on her property.
He's on her property, being like, don't come on my property.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Also, what a dirtbag. You can tell that man is a monster by the way he talks. Don't talk to my workers, like as if these people are his property
Yeah.
and not human beings with fucking free will.
Also, does he even know what they were talking about?
No, he just saw it.
Saw it, exactly.
No, he just thinks everything he puts money towards, he is entitled to, including people, obviously.
He can just fix everything with money, and everything's
Yeah.
his property.
So entitled, such an asshole.
Even though they caused a tree to fall on her property, and he's threatening her on her property.
Right.
It's just like, how can you even reason with this type of
You
person?
don't.
You
No.
can't.
You can't. No.
No. And so she's
what a
called the police.
nightmare.
This neighbor has also threatened the neighbor with the pool and the fence. He's threatened to kill their dog.
Jesus.
Yeah, and that really pissed off the entire neighborhood. So now everyone's up in
That's
arms.
crazy.
It's crazy. It is,
That is
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah, because why? I don't know.
Because he's a lunatic.
'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell he's just a menace.
Just an arrogant asshole.
That's why she started filming. That's why you know,
Yeah.
she's calling the police. She's, you know, because that's the thing is there's no crimes being committed yet. Like threatening is one thing, whatever, but until you commit a crime, unfortunately, like nothing
Right.
can be done. So he's an absolute piece of shit garbage. They call him the asshole, and the wife is the hag. That's their nicknames in the neighborhood.
Is she ever get involved?
Yeah, what's her deal?
Oh yeah, she'll be on the porch like screaming. She'll be like screaming at him to like what he should tell us, and she's like, "I can fucking hear you." Like they're just
awful.
horrible, and calling her a dick, like it's just it's just ridiculous.
Is the dog licensed?
The dog
Yeah.
licensed what?
So like typically if you have dogs in any city, you have to have a dog license.
A dog license?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. It's like you have to it's almost every
Some
single
places
city.
require vaccine records too.
Correct. Yeah. Almost
I
every
like it, but a license for what?
just so they know like what animals are in the area and like
It's like for safety.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
like
I
if the
have no
animal
idea.
No, but they should find that out and be like, well, see if their dog's licensed.
There's a
they can
tip.
get super fined for it. Yeah.
That is a great idea. I didn't know you had to have a
And that
dog
does not
license.
seem like the kind of guy that does that.
No, because like why would he have like rules for thee but not for me is
Right,
obviously
exactly.
this man.
Yeah.
It's just insane. Everything's insane, and it's just gotten worse. It's gotten so bad, and like he's scary. I mean, you heard him.
He's a dick.
He's a dick. And the funniest part is like, and I was like, Billy, does your lawn actually look like shit? Like, why is he saying
No, that lawn has never looked bad.
Well, she's like, actually, yeah, it does. We had a grub problem. He's talking about the front lawn.
Oh.
There's like a foot of grass in the front. Who cares?
No, there isn't. It's just like all the grass was eaten by grubs, so there's just no grass.
I just mean like it's so like the houses are close to the road so that people have like backyards by the water. Like there's
Right, like no one's
hardly
looking
any
at your
grass
front
anyway.
yard.
Like who cares?
No, but she was like, you know what? I don't think we're gonna fix it now.
No.
We'll let him look at it.
Let him look
If
at it.
If it bothers him, let's keep it.
Good.
Let him suffer.
Absolutely.
Yeah, why fix it?
Leave some trash outside while you're at it.
Exactly.
That's clearly the way.
So yeah, this is a podcast where we are going to shame all men and women, you know, mostly men, just saying women, you know, to be inclusive here. But mostly
Anybody.
men.
Non-binary people, less likely.
Yeah,
But, you know,
everybody.
Everybody.
everybody's fair game.
We will not discriminate here.
No.
If you want to be a piece of shit, we're gonna
Assholes are
expose.
assholes. Yeah.
This man is bad feral.
Bad, horrible, feral, demon menace. On that note, next week is our Q&A.
Yes.
That's true. We've gotten a few. They're fun.
Good.
Unexpected, honestly.
Ooh.
Like, I mean, so far, not a bad way.
Damn.
But yeah, very interesting. Keeping a record. You'll find out
Soon.
Next
Yeah, I know. I
week.
can't believe it. All right. Dumpster dive.
Yeah.
To my dismay,
What was that sound?
that was my body.
I like that your body was that upset by my victory.
It really was.
By victory, I mean providing her food.
To my dismay,
Yeah, wait, do I have to read a letter now? Because I didn't provide food?
I'll read it. That's okay.
I think Brianna should read it. I think you should read one of the bad ones you were going to make me read. It's only
Yeah.
fair.
I think that's fine.
I think she enjoys reading them.
She likes it. This is her and Dale's favorite thing to do.
Kate brought pizza, which is what we had before we started from Jets, obviously. So she is exempt from today's letter. I was going to say lesson.
No, it's because last week I said I was like a student that you were punishing and you clearly liked it. So
The lesson worked.
Yeah, we got food.
yeah,
Good
you're
teacher.
welcome, you assholes.
All right.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I feel horrible.
I don't.
Emotionally, I feel much better than I did when I arrived. Physically, I don't think I can really say the same.
All right, are we ready?
I can't wait.
Hey, hun, why were you so surprised that I could look at you today? I'm tired, literally. I wasn't really mad at you. I just didn't want to talk to you when Jacob was still there. I'm going to win our little bet. You know that, right? I really want to do that stuff that we've been talking about. But for you to, in quotations, eat my toes, you have to get your braces off. So if you really want to do that, then you need to wear your rubber bands. I want you to do that so you get them off. When do you want to start doing these things? It doesn't matter to me when we start doing this stuff. I'm ready whenever you are. Kay, are you absolutely positive that you want to do this? I am. Gotta fly. Love you. Bye. Always, Bella.
Do what? Eat the toes?
Eat the toes. For our listeners,
I feel like we need to explain the code words.
I think we're there. Kate, you want to take it away?
Nope. I brought pizza. This isn't my business.
We have come to the conclusion that tired is their synonym for horny, which is the worst code.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's
I didn't
not
catch
good.
on.
It's like, I can't wait to have you come over tonight and try stuff with me. I'm tired. It's like, I don't like that. I
No.
don't like it at all. We might have to cut that. I didn't like saying it. My
No, we're
skin is
keeping it.
crawling.
We're keeping it
I liked it.
forever.
Crawl.
And eat my toes. I don't. Do I have to say it?
That's up to you. We can bleep it out.
I can believe it, but that would be funny for like, this is what it means, bleep.
Oh, it's
Eat
so
my
upsetting.
toes in quotations, which is like, again, you put the thing in
You put
quotations.
most of the word.
Also, people do that.
Yeah, no, this isn't. No, not
No, I
teenagers.
just mean, it's not a good code because it's
No.
a thing people do. You know what I mean? Like a good code, like, I don't know, like drive a car or like, I don't know, just like anything that isn't like
Weird.
that. Yeah, like
Yeah.
whatever. To each their own.
What's the like, not medical term for that? What's the like, technical
Cunnilingus?
term? Cunnilingus.
Is it that?
It is.
That's right.
You nailed it. Eat your toes
a
is
word.
code for cunnilingus. Thank you, Blaze,
It doesn't sound fully right. I feel like
No, it's right.
for your vast vocabulary.
That word was very accessible to you. She knew
Okay.
exactly what she was saying.
I'm just smart, okay? Whatever. I've got facts and I've got words.
And you've got hobbies.
Learn from me, bitch. Take notes.
So that is the obsession, I think, with the braces and the rubber bands that we've heard before.
Well, she loves teeth, so.
Yeah. Well, she says so, but also
Is that code?
Oh, we don't know. That's a good question. She
What?
says, like, I want to lick your teeth. Does she actually want to lick his teeth?
Yeah, is that code?
we might have to re-examine.
We might have to go back to the source.
We're gonna have to reach out to the unidentified person whose these letters are.
It's totally, oh, yeah. Hey, girl. How are you?
No, to
no.
Edward.
Oh.
Edward, not Bella.
Edward, I don't think knows.
Is he a reliable narrator?
I don't think Edward is a reliable narrator.
Okay, I have a theory. I almost said Edward. Edward.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
Edward.
Edward.
Yeah.
Edward.
She's got cunnilingus on the brain. You have to believe it.
Cunnilingus.
I have a job.
We all have jobs.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, fuck you.
Oh, some of us don't make as much as her. We aren't rich as
I'm not the
I'm
rich friend. We
unemployed
talked about
still.
this. We talked about this. No.
We can't say cunnilingus on the job either.
I can. I'm poor.
She's, I can. There's no rules in my work.
I can. I'm poor.
I mean, none of us work in medicine, so, like, it's fair game. I just mean to say, like, yes, we are all gainfully employed, but, like,
Apparently
It'll be a cold
not.
day in hell when our employers find this podcast. I'm trying so hard.
dude, I don't know, man. People are online. Look at what she's found for us before. Like, I assume everyone I know is listening. I mean, numerically, like,
I mean, at least we knew the
that'd be
right
cool.
word.
Yeah, at least we know.
We're educated.
We are educated women. Are you gonna punish us for our expansive vocabulary?
Sorry, we're smart.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you just said cunnilingus 20 times.
21.
She's a creative. It's okay.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I think women should experience pleasure.
Cunnilingus. All right, Blaze, what were you going to say about Edward?
Oh, I have a theory about Edward. He's not going to like this at all. And
You think these are someone else's letters?
no, I think he's lying about never writing back. Because why?
Yeah.
Why would she write this many letters if she has never received one?
I totally agree. Everyone is the hero of their own story, and this is some hero BS.
We need to bring, once we reveal, maybe we'll
Edward, you might be lying.
tell us the truth. Just tell us the truth.
Should Edward reach out to the source?
We do have an Edward letter.
Oh, but I thought he didn't write any letters.
He did, and we have
And you
one.
didn't give it to her?
Correct, because it's a breakup letter.
Okay, well, there's one, there's more. I know it.
Yeah, there's no way she would have written 500 of these letters and gotten nothing in return.
I think he admitted to writing some.
No.
He said to us he, like, never wrote back.
Yes, I've heard he's never written back.
Yeah, he said, like, maybe one.
I need to go to Bella's home.
Yeah.
And I need to search
Road
for a
trip.
box.
Probably Bella's parents' home.
Yeah, if she ever finds this podcast and reaches out, be like, hey, Edward is lying. I have many letters. That will be the best day of my life and our pod's life, I feel.
Absolutely. Also, like, we are your ally. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it might not seem like it, but we are not Team Edward here.
No.
Oh, the train agrees with us. Women in STEM. Women in STEAM. Choo choo. It's been a long day.
The choo-choo really just added that little cherry on top. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. It's been a long week and it's Tuesday.
Yeah, let's wrap this up. Let's get to our favorite part of the
Oh,
episode.
back to the OC.
Back to the OC.
Help.
Take me to God's country.
All right, folks. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty and our video recording was not on. So it's on now and Blaze and Kate are both pissed at me.
I'm not pissed at you. There's
No.
too many other things to be mad at in this
I'm too
world.
tired and full.
So we are going to recap our favorite.
We're going to start from the beginning of the episode.
Oh, Jesus, no.
No, we're not. We're not
We
doing
can't
that.
recreate that. But we are going to talk about the OC. We are on episode 11 and 12. And 11 is called The Homecoming. On Thanksgiving Day, Ryan ventures to his hometown in Chino to help his imprisoned brother, Trey, with some business he has.
Business.
Marissa tags along with Ryan to get a look at the neighborhood where he was born and raised, but it brings out some bad situations and unpleasant trips down memory lane for Ryan. Back in Newport, Kirsten invites Jimmy and Rachel over for Thanksgiving dinner, where Seth takes the player role of playing both Summer and Anna. But he does not play it well. Leading
The episode recap is like, make no mistake.
right. But he does not play it well, leading to both of the girls running into each other and learning about Seth's two-timing act.
Yeah, that's pretty much the crux of the episode.
Okay.
Okay, but it always goes back to Jimmy Cooper.
It always ends up with Jimmy Cooper. So Ryan gets a call from Trey, his brother, in Chino prison, which is a real place.
Chino prison.
It's a real place. And he wants to see him for Thanksgiving, which, okay,
Day of.
day of.
Which he thought was like just a wholesome thing. It wasn't.
It was not.
Yeah, plot twist.
Also, Marissa insists on coming with him because she wants to see where he grew up, which is like also kind of shitty because it's like, girl,
Pick another time.
yeah, like right now maybe isn't the best
Like,
time.
he can take you out to, like, his favorite, like, breakfast spot or, like, dinner or something. Like, go meet his friends. Like, literally any other time.
Right.
It's like his time with his brother. She's like, I'm coming.
Yeah, because she doesn't want to deal with her parents because for Thanksgiving what the situation is Jimmy Koopa is supposed to go to Thanksgiving at the Cohen's house and Marissa is supposed to go to Caleb, or I think it's Julie's house with Caleb.
So next door.
So next door.
Okay.
So I think what Marissa does is she's like, I'm just going to get out of all of it and I'll disappear with Ryan. They get to the prison and immediately the brother's like, hey, I need a favor.
Hey, I called you here for a reason. When the reason was to drop off a stolen car at a chop shop or something. Maybe not stolen, but
He like owed him like $6,000 or
Yeah.
he owed him money. He owed this guy money and he was getting beat up in prison because of it. And he asked Ryan to go find the stolen vehicle and give it to this like
There's some guy at a car shop.
some guy at a car shop.
but the vehicle was at like Ryan's childhood friend's home.
Yes, that's right. Because that's.
Teresa.
Why couldn't he drive it there? I don't understand any of this.
Yeah, I don't know why Ryan had to get involved.
I think Trey says, oh, you're the only one I trust, but like the car was in possession of like your other friends. So like, why did it have to be Ryan?
Right.
On
Your
Thanksgiving.
16-year-old brother on Thanksgiving.
The minor. Yeah.
yeah, the minor.
I didn't get it.
So Marissa and Ryan go to this house to get this car. And there's a girl there, Teresa. Mm-hmm. And Teresa is the old girl next door that Ryan was like hooking up with.
Very beautiful woman.
Oh, she's gorgeous. And he's immediately annoyed that this is happening.
Oh, that they're meeting.
He's just like uncomfy about it.
Yeah.
Marissa's like,
Yeah.
Like, she's like, loves it.
She loves it.
She loves drama.
Did she bring her like $10,000 purse again? She probably did.
Probably. They showed up in like, what's that car?
Oh, the her Range Rover.
Yeah.
No, it's Sandy's, I think.
Oh, okay.
But still.
Whatever. Yeah.
Ryan then goes to return the car and says, Marissa, like, go away. I don't want you to come.
Which, like, honestly,
So fair.
he shouldn't be in this situation either. But yeah, like, not wanting someone else to get involved in your like Grand Theft Auto, like, fair. And she's like, no, I'm coming with you. And
You do that so well.
It's just, she's just She's pretty monotonous, you know?
Yeah.
I like Misha Barton. This is no like
No, this is
slander. Like,
Marissa.
this is Marissa. She's diving into the character.
Yeah. So he immediately gets beat up by these guys, and because Marissa's Marissa, she followed him. But then she's there while he's getting beat up, and like they drive off and get away.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Right. Very good energy. And then they go back to the prison to tell him that
That's
it's
right.
done and that he's done with him. He's not doing any more favors for Trey. Again,
now.
fucking fair. So that's it for Ryan and Marissa.
Also, I don't think you can just like willy-nilly like pop into prisons like multiple times a day. Just like, here we are, bye, like see ya. Like that was a pretty short, like a tight window of time.
And they brought a pie. I don't think you could just bring commissary.
Desserts
And they
yeah.
didn't unwrap it.
No.
It was like still in the plastic.
I'm pretty sure you cannot bring such things to a prison.
Marissa just like had another Chanel bag that she just gave the guards.
Right.
She's like, yeah.
Well, I think maybe like one, it's a show, but two, maybe it was because it was Thanksgiving.
I don't know.
More
The guards
leniency?
were just like, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know.
So there's a shank baked into
Yeah.
it.
So
They didn't care.
the other teen storyline is that Seth has invited Anna, Kate's favorite character on the OC.
There are characters I dislike more than her, but in this episode,
Ooh.
she was pretty insufferable.
So Seth invites Anna over, but Summer shows up and he ends up playing them both by like hooking. He's making out with two different girls in this episode back and forth
the
without
same
them
house.
knowing in the same house. I think he keeps Summer in the pool house.
Oh,
She is, and then Anna's in his bedroom, and he just keeps like going back and forth making out with them. Like, one, this would never happen. Two, these women would never stay in these rooms like
No.
this.
right. They're like over there for Thanksgiving, and it's just like,
I'll be right back. It's like, huh?
And then Sandy catches him and is like, "Don't be an idiot." And then they
discover each other.
discover
Yeah.
each other. Surprise! And
That sounded like more sexual than it needed to be. It wasn't. No, they like
They discover each other.
there's like this fire in the kitchen, and they both like go into the kitchen.
yeah,
Also, I want to be clear. It's not even so much like Anna, the person, that I don't like. My conspiracy theory, as we talked about, is that like she is not real.
She's a figment of Seth's.
Seth made her up to like deal with his life. Because she has like no other friends. You never see her talking to anyone else.
she has no family.
We have no idea who her parents are. Like she says she's from like Pittsburgh or Philly
Yeah.
or something. But
Pittsburgh.
like, yeah, and her only hobbies are hobbies that Seth has. Her only interests are interests that Seth has. Like she exists in Seth's world only.
It's giving fever dream.
Yeah, exactly. An entity of Seth's that like she only interacts with people that Seth knows. We don't know if she's real. There's no way to know.
Producers of the OC. Let us
Josh
know.
Schwartz, if you're listening, let us know. Or,
Yeah.
you know, any of the stars.
And we're like willing to star in any OC.
In any recreation, you're welcome. Well, you know, if you want to come on the pod, we
Reboot,
will
yeah.
interview you.
Oh my God, can you imagine?
I can. We're a great time.
Okay, if we had to pick one person to come on the pod, who would it
Guys,
be?
it has to be Jimmy Cooper. He's the character we
Tate
talk about the
Donovan?
most.
Yeah. Oh, for a lot of reasons.
Tate Donovan.
Yeah.
He looks like a certain dad that we know. Who,
Yeah, we know.
Not a,
Quiet down.
not a deadbeat.
Yeah. But Peter Gallagher would be great too.
Tate Donovan is not a deadbeat.
No.
I'm interested. Oh, I bet he's aged nicely too. We should look it up. I don't want to put the cart ahead of the horse.
All right, let's get. Speaking of Jimmy Cooper and Sandy,
So tired.
Me too. I feel so horrible.
we got this. We got this.
No,
I feel fine.
I need a Tums.
I could cry right now.
Oh, and I had McDonald's
Not for any
lunch,
reason.
too.
If I had McDonald's and Jets in the same day,
Oh, your body would never survive it.
I don't think I'd be here.
You wouldn't have left the bathroom.
Yeah, I think I could be here, but I'd be in the bathroom.
I'm literally in a very bad place.
All right, we'll do this quick.
Fortunately, you don't have to think too hard.
I'll do all the thinking because my brain is the only one that works on Jets Pizza, I guess.
This is your brain on Jets.
This is my brain on Jets.
This is your brain on Ranch.
Help. I'm unwell.
Okay, so speaking of Jimmy Cooper, the adult storyline is actually, I think, very comical in this episode.
It's a good one.
Everybody has zingers. Everybody's
They're just all like,
they're having fun.
they're having fun. Kirsten is shit-faced in this episode.
She makes margaritas inexplicably.
I get it, to be
She's a
honest.
victim in this day for many
Yeah.
reasons.
No, true. That's true. But
She says
I have some theories.
that, like, she's like, Julie and Caleb are spending Thanksgiving together. And she's like, he's never spent a Thanksgiving here.
So she's just pissed.
She's just pissed, which, like, fair.
And they're all making fun of her for not being able to cook.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, Seth is relentless. And like, I want this dinner. I'm so excited for this dinner. You can't let mom fuck it up. You can't let mom fuck it up.
right.
You know, like some people just deserve a punch in the mouth. Seth Cohen deserves a punch in the mouth.
This episode,
That's what I'm
especially,
saying.
yeah. So the other thing that the Coens are doing in this episode is they've decided to set up our two favorite characters, Rachel from the law firm and Jimmy Cooper. What a horrible pairing.
It's honestly really insulting to Rachel. And like, she's not a great person, but like,
and Sandy knows she's like into him, and she kind of brings that up at one point in the episode, which I was
she's
like,
you're trying to pretend there's nothing going on between us.
and he's like, there's not, you dumb bitch.
And she's like, okay.
I wrote Kirsten and Sandy berating Jimmy's style.
Oh yeah.
When he comes over, he's like, "You're gonna leave your hair like that?" And he's like, "My what?" He's like, "That's a shirt that you're supposed to tuck in. You're just gonna leave it untucked." And I'm like, what's going on here? And turns out they're setting him up for a blind date. So they're like, "You look like shit all of a sudden."
He needs to hear it.
Yeah. So there's also like a bunch of drama because Jimmy finds out from Sandy that he has to like give restitution in order to not go to jail.
Shocking. Sandy's told him this before. He just hates
Right,
to hear
yeah.
it. Oh, there's a timeline. He says
it's
like
coming
January
to
or
pass.
something.
Yeah, like it's happening. And so he's, of course, Jimmy Cooper's like, but why? And
It's like, well, you stole this money and you have to give it back. That's kind of like how this works.
so he throws a little hissy fit about it.
At the country club, when Sandy buys him lunch, am I understanding that correctly?
They're playing golf or something.
It's a different, they're,
Okay, whatever. He's like,
They're in a venue where Sandy is paying for it.
yeah,
right.
obviously.
He's like mooching off Sandy's country club membership, or he hasn't canceled his own, which is equally crazy.
Yeah. And then Julie and Jimmy are at odds because nobody knows where Marissa is.
Yeah, again.
Again.
Julie is again right to be mad at him.
She's living at Jimmy's, and once again, he has no idea where she is.
again.
Right.
And you know what? Okay, when Marissa is supposed to be at Jimmy's, she is either in Mexico, the hospital, or prison. She's right to be mad.
Yeah.
She is right to be mad. I can tell you, my mom would be very unhappy if my dad was in charge of me and my parents were married, but like,
Right.
if, for whatever reason, all of a sudden my mom had no idea where I was and my dad was supposed to be watching me and oh, surprise, I'm at a prison with a boy and it's a secret.
Committing a crime for said inmate.
Oh yeah, also doing crime. Yeah, not even just like, oh, I'm going to like I'm not trying to like whatever, like people are incarcerated. Like that's not what I'm saying, but it's just like the not telling anyone, the fact that she's a minor, just going to prison, not telling anyone, and then also going to do a crime in the prison town for someone
For the prisoner.
in prison.
Yeah.
And he's just like, well, I don't know where Marissa is. It's like, oh, of course you don't, you fucking dirtbag.
The worst. So Thanksgiving is just sort of a shit show. The turkey gets burnt. It's a whole thing.
Oh, when Caleb and Julie walked in, Sandy's like, "Hey, it's the gruesome twosome."
Yeah.
So in this like house of horrors, you have Seth committing egregious crimes with two women, and then you have Caleb, his new girlfriend Julie, and you have
The gruesome
her
twosome.
ex-husband, the gruesome twosome. Jimmy, Rachel who's like in love with Sandy, Jimmy who's in love with Kirsten, and they're-
Both openly.
and they're all fighting in the kitchen, saying zingers back and forth, and it is so funny. And then Kirsten gets drunk, and Julie says one of my favorite quotes. She said, I think she said to Kirsten, like, "Oh, all of a sudden you have standards for who you let into this house."
Yeah.
Julie's got zingers. She always does every
Mm-hmm.
episode. You were right. House of Horrors is the right word.
That's what they should have named it.
Yeah.
All right. So now we're going to move on to episode 12, which is The Secret.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, boy. An episode that did not age well.
Nope.
No. Oh.
Ryan learns more about Luke when they're paired for a school history project and seem to hit it off as friends. But things take a sudden turn when Ryan and Luke stumble upon a secret. The secret is the talk of the whole school, and the town resulting in negative reactions. Meanwhile, Kirsten continues to avoid Jimmy over the disastrous Thanksgiving dinner encounter, along with Anna and Summer, who are furious with Seth. Sandy has some advice for Jimmy over his legal problems, which doesn't set well with Julie. Yeah, whoever wrote the synopsis was bad.
It was a
This
bot.
was a bad one, yeah.
It was AI.
AI. So,
Again, Anna's not real. We only see her talking to Seth and Summer. Ever.
yeah, that's true.
Ryan once.
So, this is a fun episode for the adults.
The adults are wild. in
The
this
adults are
episode.
wild in this episode. So, Jimmy's still on this, like, I don't want to sell my house. Julie, what are we going to do about it? And she's like, maybe you should go to jail.
Again, they try and make her sound like such a demon, but like she's making points. She's like, where am I going to live? Like,
Because Jimmy wants to sell the house.
yeah,
Pay his
which
debts.
makes sense, fine. But he only wants to do this because Sandy basically like had to tell him like 6 times.
He didn't want to initially either.
He didn't want to hear it, and she makes a point. She's like, "Where are we gonna live? What are we gonna do?" And he's just like, That's my problem. It's like, yes, literally it is. She's like, maybe you should go to jail. Correct. She was right.
Yeah. So the best part about this, though, is that at some point, while Jimmy is getting excellent advice from Sandy,
Free legal advice consistently, and throws a little baby bitch fit about it, Jimmy decides that he's going to come clean about kissing Kirsten. Yes, that's right. While at lunch at the country club that Sandy is paying for.
Right.
This man has no integrity.
None. Jimmy is also like talking about it to Sandy, not like he's like, hey, Sandy, I have something to tell you. He's like assuming that Sandy already knows.
It's like, man, you're so chill.
Like, thanks for letting me like kiss your wife and like still giving me legal advice.
Basically.
Thanks for lunch and golf and, you know, all the
Saving my life. Yeah.
saving me from jail and letting me touch your wife.
Despite everything. And he's like, what?
Yeah. So Sandy is like, huh. And honestly, same, Sandy. Same.
He does not
No.
deserve this. Trash.
The way that Kirsten talks about Rachel to him and then to find this out, I would be furious.
Yeah.
Furious.
Pretty pissed.
Also, like, Rachel is his coworker. So, like, she's, like, obsessed with him and it's very weird and inappropriate. And, like, they could, you know, there's a lot of avenues they could, whatever. But, like, he has to see her because he has to work with her.
Yeah. Nobody has to see Jimmy Cooper.
Not a soul. Not a soul.
Yet she always does.
She didn't have to go over there and paint with him and kiss him. She didn't have to give him money.
Nope. That's where this all started.
She didn't have to let him kiss her.
Also that. Sorry. Anyway, I digress.
Sandy pulled away.
Sandy wouldn't let that happen.
Nope, Sandy did, and Sandy doesn't. So that's the whole thing. And then, of course, Julie is like annoyed because she's like, well, okay, we're going to have to sell the house. What the fuck am I going to do?
She's like, just go to jail. Let me stay here.
Right, yeah. And apparently Julie is like spreading gossip that Kirsten was like late to yoga Lattes because she was hungover.
Yeah, as if it was some horrible thing.
It's really stupid.
And Kirsten freaks out about it and like yells at her in the locker room.
Yeah. And then they're also like talking about, they kind of like bond over their like curmudgeon, her dad and her boyfriend, Caleb, my soul sister. And
Sorry. Oh man.
so there's not like much that goes on with that. But then Sandy and Kirsten are like odds for the remainder of the episode at this point. And how it ends is that Caleb buys the Cooper house as an investment. That's all I remember from the adults, right? So now we're moving into teens.
Yeah, Luke's dad is gay and Luke finds out because he like sees him at the car dealership.
Wait, we gotta back up, girl.
Oh, okay. Luke's dad owns a car dealership.
Oh, Ryan and Luke
Well,
are...
that's where I was getting. I was like, which he and Ryan were at because they were working on a school project together and his dad had a bunch of like, what they say, like, he's like, my dad has like all sorts of sick stuff at the office. PowerPoint. Like,
a laser printer.
yeah, a laser printer, PowerPoint. So they go to the dealership like after hours.
Yeah.
And like see him kissing his business partner.
Yeah. And then they escape and a car alarm goes off. So the dad
Escape.
knows.
He drops his binder on a head, like on the hood of a car, and it sets off the car alarm.
Yeah. So Luke asks Ryan, like, or not asks, but is like, don't tell anybody. And Ryan is like, of course not.
She's like, okay.
All right, whatever. Ryan could not care less.
Brian's like, at least you have a dad.
Right.
Well, that's kind of what he says later, which like point
Yeah, he
made.
does.
No, because Luke's dad is a good dad.
Yeah, he's a provider. He's not a thief.
He's not a Jimmy Cooper. He cares about his kids.
Right.
He's not stealing
He
from
just
multiple people.
likes cock.
You know what?
Whoa.
And like that's fine. But it was 2003, and it was not fine to.
No, there's a lot of slurs. thrown
Oh my
around.
god, it is.
Yeah.
Did not age well.
Stuff I've never heard before. Ever. I'm like, what?
Really creative insults that were
So
bad and
Luke tells Ryan not to tell, and Ryan immediately turns around and tells Marissa. Mm-hmm. Now, they gave the impression like Marissa sort of like goads it out of him, but he still could have just fucking lied.
yeah. She was like, "Oh, did you meet his mom? She's great." And he's like, yeah.
Right, yeah.
It's like
He can't hide anything.
No.
So he tells Marissa, and then apparently gets out.
It gets out with among the ladies of the adults.
Yeah.
One of them tells.
yeah. We found out later because Luke says my mom told like a few of her friends. She freaked out and like told a couple of her friends,
And that's how it
now
got
everybody
spread.
knows.
But and in real time, Luke does not know that. So he assumes that Ryan told, and Ryan assumes that Marissa told.
And they're all fighting once again.
they
Everybody's
can't
fighting
communicate.
again.
No one can communicate. Oh my god, I'm begging you. Like,
Yeah. No one can communicate. So, long story short, Luke is now getting like bullied by everyone apparently.
He gets beat up by like the opposing baseball team,
Which is nuts.
It's not good. No one deserves to be beat up, but like you can't also be slinging them slurs.
no,
it
it's
ain't
not.
right.
It ain't right. And also, like, again, we were talking about this before we were recording, like a whole baseball team beating up one kid because his dad's gay. Like, pretty sure that's a hate crime.
Pretty bad.
Yeah. And where did they take Luke? The Cohen house.
Obviously, and Ryan's like, it wasn't me this time. It's
Yeah,
like,
which is unhinged for Ryan to say.
and I mean, it's crazy that they believe him too, because I'd be like,
Yeah.
this has happened like 8 times
yeah, like,
before.
Ryan, we know you fucking hate Luke.
8 out of the 9 days he's been a family member here.
Right. Yeah.
He's like, no, it was a whole different. It was a baseball team.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
Ryan.
So Seth is trying to apologize to Anna and Summer this whole episode. It's it's useless. And then they love his apology so much that now they're both into him again, which is like, what the like whiplash.
You see him like when he's apologizing. You see them both be like,
Yeah. Like, ooh, wow, a real man apologizes.
sorry?
It's awful.
I hate it. And
it's
then the
bad.
beginning of the episode, they're like trying to pretend to be friends. Well, you don't like each other. Please stop. This is
Right.
so embarrassing.
it's really cringy. It didn't. Another thing that didn't age well.
Correct.
The show would not pass the Bechdel test.
not this episode.
Not this episode. No, no,
You know
no. Should we do the actual Bechdel test on these episodes?
It's going to be really disheartening.
Yeah. So
Seth and Summer and well, again, Anna's not real, so does it count? But like Anna and Summer at one point are talking about science for like 1/100th of a second.
yeah,
That never happens.
Blaze's
again.
eyes just rolled into the back of her head.
Yeah, when they're pretending to be friends,
Yeah.
please.
to get attention from a man.
From Seth. Ugh.
Yeah. So again, 2 very like explosive episodes. A lot of bad stuff.
Jimmy Cooper being a menace yet again.
Always a
Horrible
menace.
parent.
The menace.
Okay, wait, March Menace. Circling back.
Ooh.
Let's add him into the top 3.
No, I think the winner would have still beat him.
Because at least Jimmy Cooper's not like he's good looking.
I was just going to say that.
He's got a point there.
You're that menace got no point.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, and like he's never yelled at someone.
Jamie?
Yeah, he yelled at Marissa. He told her to scram and go to Mexico.
No, he like
He had a meltdown. He had a tantrum.
He did have a tantrum, but not the. I'm with Blaze on this one.
I'm not defending.
Yeah, don't make us defend Jimmy.
No.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, it is a pretty interesting matchup, is all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Okay. So, and Jimmy
Something to
Cooper had
think about.
hobbies. Just saying.
Stealing, cheating,
Golfing.
Oh.
Eating Sandy's well-earned food.
lusting after Sandy's wife.
That's true.
That was a creepy way to say that.
Yeah, that was rough. I don't think there's anything else that
Speaking of
happens.
not passing the Bechdel test, I'm like, another man's property.
She spent too long at that office today.
You really did.
Oh, yeah.
You really did.
I had too much fun at work.
She had that martini at lunch.
I did not.
You
There's
did
no
not.
way I could.
Unfortunately.
No, it is crazy that people, the idea of like drinking in the middle of the day and then going back to work is so unpleasant.
I can't think of anything worse.
No. I mean, I guess if it's the 50s and you're in an office full of dudes and everyone's drunk, I guess it's like.
It's either that or
whatever.
go home to your wife. Ugh. And there's no DUIs, so you can't get in trouble for drinking and driving.
The cops just pull you over. They're like, let us give you a ride.
Are you okay? Do you want another martini
Long
for the
day
road?
at work. The wife's bothering you at home.
Baby's colicky.
Oh, I hate when the wife complains about that.
Yeah, the worst.
I was a colicky baby, and I am so sorry to my parents.
I don't really know what colic is.
It's literally just described as crying for more than 3 hours a day, more than 3 days a week for 3 weeks.
Oh, it's constant, yeah.
Yeah, it's just constant. Typically goes away by 6 months of age.
Yeah, 6
So
months.
from 0 to 6.
It could be, yeah.
Imagine, like, one having a baby. That's already hard to deal with. And then that. I'm sorry.
No thanks. So to wrap up the episode, Luke's dad comes to the Cohen's house to pick up Luke. And he's like, I'm a bad dad. And Sandy gives him like, no, you're not.
Look at this, my neighbor, Jimmy.
Right,
You ever heard of
yeah.
Jimmy?
You're not, at least
my
you're
God.
not Jimmy Cooper.
He's like, no, seriously, it could be so much worse.
Right,
It
yeah.
is all good.
Yeah, and he's like coming out like that. I'm like, well, he didn't really come out like he got
No, he was
caught.
outed. Yeah. Or
Well, no, actually, no. He wasn't outed. I think.
he tells his wife and she outs him to like everybody.
Yeah, but I'm saying like he did come out to his wife. Like Luke didn't tell
Oh,
his mom.
yeah.
He came clean.
He did come clean once,
True.
but he did get caught in order to come clean.
Yeah, he probably would have done that for a lot longer, which is shitty. That is
Well,
not
yeah,
good to
it
do.
is shitty.
Not
Yeah.
great. Yeah. Different time though. I mean, I'm not, whatever. Like, it's not really for me to like weigh in on, I feel like, but honesty is good.
It's still betrayal.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's betrayal. It is
Yeah,
what it is.
I mean, he is cheating.
And for a long
Again,
time.
somehow Jimmy Cooper
Still
being
worse.
obsessed with Kirsten is worse to me.
It is. Yeah.
It's not just him being obsessed with Kirsten. There's so many other things.
Yeah, of course. But like him just being like, oh, the best year of my life was when I met your wife, pal.
Yeah.
Like,
Nuts.
the
ew.
audacity.
You know, at least Luke's dad has like the balls to go after what he
Yeah.
wants and achieve it.
Well, and like he comes to his son and is like, I'm really sorry. And so like Luke and him kind of have like a nice.
Something Jimmy Cooper never does.
Has Jimmy ever said sorry?
Accountability, not familiar to
No.
Jimmy Cooper.
Jimmy Cooper also, I believe, brings up not having a job again in this episode.
Whose fault is that?
Right.
Of
Again.
course you don't.
Right. Fucking Jimmy Cooper. Anywho, that's all we have for the OC recap. We will be watching episodes 13 and 14.
Wow.
We have come so, and we're like only halfway through. There's so many episodes.
Yeah,
There's like
so
30
many
in
episodes.
season 1.
So
Yeah.
just for fun, the next two episodes are the best Christmaka ever and
the Christmaka episode. That's a whole thing.
the countdown.
I love it.
That was a good.
Oh my gosh, my youth self.
We have some good episodes coming up with that freak. I'm not gonna say anymore.
Oh my god. Yes.
Yeah, I won't say anymore. I'm holding on by a thread.
No, me too.
Yeah, so we're gonna wrap up for the evening. We already had our feral trash night. We are not fucking watching the OC again tonight.
No, I need to go
No.
to bed.
We're gonna go to bed.
I need a lobotomy.
I have never felt worse in a long time.
Like body wise or mentally.
I feel fine mentally. Physically, I feel like 1,000 pounds. And brain fog? What is in this?
I mean, the brain fog could be because you got 3 hours of sleep last night.
It's true.
You've eaten enough mayo in your life that I think your body can handle at least a little more.
Yeah, you're healthy Michigan stock. You can eat
Thanks.
as much ranch as possible.
That's right. Yeah. How many generations Midwestern are you?
I don't know. I mean, my great grandparents immigrated here from Ireland. So what would that make
Yeah.
me?
So at least
Three.
3 on one side. What about the other side?
Don't know. Adoption.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
that's right.
I mean, I do know I gave my DNA to the people, but
Girls.
I don't care. I wanted to know. What are they going to do? Clone me? Cool. I'm awesome. Make more of me. Actually, please don't.
No, I know you don't like cloning. We've talked about that.
I've talked about it, yet I gave my DNA away, so I am a hypocrite.
I will say, no, this is like the Elon Musk thing. I will say, like, again, and I'm not like a tinfoil hat person, like, but I remember thinking, I was like,
You're not helping yourself here.
I was right. I remember thinking when 23andMe came out, I was like, I just feel like it's weird to give my DNA to a corporation. Like, I just feel like something about this is off. Like, I know my family's from Ireland. Like, there's some things I don't know. Maybe I'm not meant to know. But, like, the corporation's not meant to know. And then, like a few months ago, it was like, this Chinese company bought it, and they're using all your DNA for however they want. And
Dope boy, here it
Oh,
comes.
yeah, exactly. And I was like, I feel like I was kind of right about that.
Whatever, I'll probably be dead before that happens.
The only benefit that I have of that is that like they've caught like murderers.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I love that.
That's real.
And truths are coming out.
Oh, yeah.
The generations before us thought they could just pretend nothing ever happened. Sorry.
Yeah, the rug is being pulled up.
That's how they caught the Golden State Killer, right?
Yes, and
Many cases.
Yeah, I just know the Golden State Killer was like the first big one, and they were like, "Oh shit!" Like this.
look
is...
what we can do.
Yeah.
Well, if anyone wants to know, since the government already does, I'm a mutt. I have many DNAs from all
DNAs.
Well, it's all the white countries you can think of, except for Spain. I have some Spanish. Haha.
It's like it depends on the time period. Yeah,
What are you saying?
Interesting. No, I mean, I just mean like there are parts of Spain that are like.
The whites used to live.
Yeah, like there's, I mean,
The what?
that whole area is like really interesting, but I just mean like Spain is just like.
Well, actually, it's Basque too, which are the OG
I was gonna ask
Spanish.
where in Spain.
Please hold. Okay, here I go. Some of this is shameful. Okay.
Shameful.
Shameful.
Yeah. Well, 50% Irish. Okay. Not shameful.
I would say normal.
28% Spanish, and it's like the Spain and France are kind of together.
Sure,
This is the shame. 14% English.
they're everywhere. I'm English too.
I mean, Spain was also like they're big colonizers.
Spain's no hero. Yeah.
Yeah, damn. I mean,
France did some bad too.
Yeah, like those are all pretty.
we can't pretend our ancestors were angels.
No,
Except for our Irish ancestry.
let's be serious. We're all
No,
white people.
my mom is German and Serbian.
I'm not finished. 5% Scotland. Hell yeah. 2% Central and Eastern Europe, so like Russia.
Or like
Ukraine
or something. Maybe?
Yeah, but that
Or, like,
entire
Croatia.
area.
That whole, they're just like anywhere.
It's the
anywhere
big
over there.
blob of like
Yeah.
that area. Yeah,
They're
and
like,
then
could be any one of these.
1% Basque.
Interesting.
Yeah,
So yeah, clone me.
the world couldn't handle it.
They're doing way worse stuff already.
All right. I also just realized we didn't do trash and treasure.
Oh, I have a trash. My trash is, you know what? Like, I mean, everything, but like the price of everything is what really, but like the price of lamps. Like, I was looking for a nice nightstand lamp, like a table lamp for our nightstand to replace the one from Maverick's childhood bedroom. And like, look, I'm not trying to buy like the cheapest one on Amazon. I'm also not like, you know, an heiress. So, but I was looking at like, you know, I'd like to get a nice lamp. The price of some of these lamps, you've got to be joking me. And people are gonna be listening to this and be like, that's how much my lamps cost. Cool.
Where are you looking?
Well, okay.
Artisanal lamp store?
Well,
Yeah,
I was just like,
where were you lamp shopping?
I was like, you know, I started high, but I was just like, you know, I don't know.
My favorite place to buy lamps is IKEA.
That's good to know because I was like, I started,
They're
I think, West
reasonably
Elm and
priced.
Pottery Barn.
Oh, girl, bad start.
Pottery Barn. Okay.
No, it
You're
was
asking for it.
it was naive of me,
Please.
but like some of these prices, I was just like, I'm sorry, like I work too hard to spend my hard-earned money, like that amount of money on a lamp. Like
Yeah.
I'm sorry, like maybe I'm too like middle class for this right now, but like I was shocked seeing some of these lamp prices.
I'm telling you, IKEA lighting is my favorite. It's my favorite place to get any sort of lighting. Like I have a lot of my hanging fixtures from IKEA, lamps from IKEA.
Okay.
This is nice.
They have nice quality lamps and good light bulbs.
Okay. I mean, I didn't know where to look either. I was like, I guess like I only started there because I was like, okay, like I know I can get like something that is good quality,
Yeah.
right? Like I didn't want to start again. Like I didn't want to look at like Amazon or
They
like
have good
whatever.
like vibe lamps too.
Okay.
Like lamps that are not like that are just like nice and quiet. You know what I mean? Like they're not the big light.
Not a statement lamp.
Well, some of them are statement lamps, but they just like have more of a mood to them. Like they're good for bedrooms, I guess is what I would say. Yeah. I've been sleeping with like a red light in my room in the evenings. Like when I go to lay down at Sudoku at 10 o'clock, I turn on the red light.
I love that for you.
The red room.
The red room, yeah.
Ooh.
I don't think I've told that story.
We have to share that next week.
Yeah, remind me.
Stay tuned.
When I lived in Jackson, I had there was like a very orange lamp right outside my window, like a street light, like
Yeah.
nothing crazy.
I probably put the most beautiful cast in your room.
I slept like a baby. I mean, also I was, walking like a gazillion miles every day and like, whatever. But that light, I was like, and then I read about red light and I was like, oh, that tracks because the orange light really just like
it just
me.
really like slows my, like it really puts me to sleep.
That's how I felt about my bright orange and like I had curtains, but I didn't have blinds. Oh. And everyone was like, oh, how can you like deal with that? Like,
No, it's so good for your
in your room.
circadian
And I was like,
rhythm.
oh, I like that. I don't like blackout curtains. I like waking up with the sun.
Oh, I need to be in pitch black darkness. No, the
I
sun
like
coming in
to
the
be
room.
in the cold. It can be light, but it has to be cold.
Yeah, you ready to wrap it up?
Yes,
Please.
For the love of God.
I love you both, but
I want to go to bed.
I'm fighting for my life.
Oh, that's our show. It was hard. You can find us at Something Feral FTN on Instagram, Something Feral Pod on TikTok, and at Gmail. Oh, off to get feral or off to go to fucking bed.
That's right.
See you next week.